What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So let's watch these memes for ImDontai. Weird, creepy, and scary. Volume 14. So yes, let's get into the video. We about to see how weird, creepy, and scary this really is.
In 2017, Kevin Spacey was accused by several young men of sexual misconduct and assault. And if you haven't been keeping up with this story, you'll never believe what has been happening.
You can kill them with kindness.
The video you just watched was a clip from a video released by Kevin Spacey, and was intended to be a response to all of his accusers. Of the 6 men and women who publicly called out Spacey for his misconduct, 3 have now died. Artie Ben was a Norwegian royal who accused Kevin of groping him without his permission, and trying to invite him somewhere else while he was clearly uncomfortable. He would later take his own life just hours after Kevin uploaded the video that I showed you earlier. Another victim who was anonymously suing Kevin for misconduct would also die before their trial. As far as I can tell, the details of their death were never released, but some sources claim that it was cancer. And his loudest and longest running accuser, Linda Culkin, was hit and killed by a car. Because of this, Kevin has never faced any repercussions for what he did, and currently has 3 movies scheduled to come out this year.
When you look at this photo, you see a Japanese woman who is smiling in a creepy manner with her head tilted. But believe it or not, this woman is actually real, and there is a backstory to this photo. Sometime in early 2011 in Japan, a broadcasting company was televising a show about psychics and invited a wide audience. As part of marketing, the photographers took pictures of the audience for a magazine, and in the mid-2015s, one of the photos resurfaced on the internet with all the female audience members' eyes blurred out, except for one woman, who looks almost as if she was possessed by a spirit. Because of how creepy this woman looked, this photo gained infamy in the internet community, and was believed by enough people that it made it into mainstream media. But after much digging, it turns out that this photo was actually fake, and this particular woman was actually a real person, whose name still remains unknown to the public. But if you're wondering, this is the original photo of the event, in which the internet still claims it is just as creepy as the fabricated image.
Can you hear me? Yo, that shit was instantaneous, bro. Oh, I gotta watch my step out here, man. God damn. Where are you? Oh, that's over here. Wait, no, now it's there.
That's a whale.
The woman in this photo is Barbara Bakeland, a model from the 1960s who slept with her own son in order to turn him straight. When Tony revealed to his parents that he was gay, it didn't exactly align with their morals, so Barbara went out and hired several prostitutes to be with her son. However, this obviously didn't work, so Barbara took it upon herself, saying to her sister, "You know, I could get Tony over his homosexuality if I just took him to bed." Well, she did, and a few years later in 1972, he snapped. Tony stabbed his mother in the heart, killing her instantly, and was sent to a psychiatric hospital to receive therapy. There, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and just a few days after his release, he murdered his grandmother and was taken into custody. But on the day of his prison sentence, Tony Bakeland was found dead in his prison cell, having taken his own life with a plastic bag.
Disturbing moments caught on Twitch live stream. This streamer is going about her normal day, playing with her cat on stream, drinking, and chatting with her followers. Suddenly, she hears a few sirens go off outside, realizing it was her house they were surrounding.
Oh yeah, Dallas life. Listen to that shit. Oh shit. Guys, I don't know what's going on.
The footage cuts as she runs to the door, and as it turns out, she's been swatted.
Why do people do this?
This is an unfortunate trend of internet pranking. The viewers obtain the streamer's personal address and information, only to report them for a fake emergency via 911, causing a SWAT team to be dispatched to their location.
Got no life.
This African red-tailed parrot basically was
Just
the reason
sad.
why a case got solved. Because you know how parrots be repeating everything that they hear? A woman was
I heard
convicted of
somebody got
murdering
killed
her
from
husband
that
after
shit.
his last words were apparently repeated by a pet parrot who witnessed the attack. Glenna Durham shot Martin Durham 5 times. She turned in the gun and basically said that it was a
I would hear him scream and squawk, and it would happen a lot at nighttime. But then one day, literally, he just kept going over and over again, the same old, and it sounded like 2 different voices.
That's creepy.
He stopped.
What is it? And then the parrot just stops and stays quiet.
Normal looking photos that have a disturbing backstory, part 28. While this appears to be a book with typical wear and tear, the damage at the bottom is from a bullet hole. The math book belongs to 10-year-old Uzziah Garcia, who along with 18 other students died in the Robb Elementary School shooting that occurred just a few months ago. This mirror selfie shows Giovanni Bezerra, a Brazilian anesthetist, who was arrested after assaulting a pregnant woman during her C-section. He heavily sedated her and placed his private part in her mouth for 10 minutes, and is seen in a hidden camera wiping her face with gauze after he was done. This photo shows a group of US airmen who were taken as prisoners of war by Japanese soldiers in 1945. 8 of the 11 men were dissected while they were still alive, and the 3 others were placed in custody. This photo shows Michael and Susan Kuhnhausen after being married for 18 years. In 2006, Michael hired a hitman to kill his wife. However, Susan choked the man with her bare hands, saying, "Tell me who sent you here, and I'll call you an ambulance."
Did you know that this woman got killed all just because of a false online rumor? If not, then you might want to hear this. On May 3rd, 2014, a 33-year-old mother of 2 children named Fabienne Maria de Jesus was returning home in Moreno's neighborhood of Brazil until she forgot to bring her Bible from church, so she went back to the church to retrieve her Bible. While on her way back to the church, a group of roughly 100 people attacked her, bound her hands together with a piece of wire, and was beaten and dragged through the streets for the next 2 hours. Unfortunately for Fabienne, she passed away 2 days after the attack due to serious injuries. And if you're wondering why she was attacked by a large mob, it turns out that Fabienne was a subject to a Facebook rumor where she was identified as a criminal accused of kidnapping children and sacrificing them in satanic rituals. And when the police released a sketch of the criminal, it unfortunately vaguely resembled Fabienne, incentivizing the mob to come after her.
Those sketches are
Did you hear about that dude in Alaska who was living with bears?
Oh, you got 8?
Yes, bro.
The bear right next to me is Cracker, and she's enjoying a fish right now. I love you, Cracker.
I think I remember this.
Hey, did you hear the audio of him getting eaten?
I didn't hear the audio, but there is audio.
Bro.
So there's this dude who's living with bears, and then he recorded this. Supposedly it's his last footage, and that footage of the bear is the bear that killed him, and everything was recording from video to audio. Video for sure exists, but it's like nowhere like you can find. But you can hear the audio online.
It's crazy, bro. Him and his
his wife, no?
For once there is weakness, they will exploit it. They will take me out. They will decapitate me. They will chop me into bits and pieces. I'm dead. But so far.
I see lights. I see a roundabout.
I've seen this video like 15 times.
I see trees. That's it. Look, guys, look. Oh my God, Stevenage. Yes. Ah, finally. Ah, we're finally getting there. Oh my God, headlights. Oh, last. Car. Jesus. Hello. I wanted to be a baker, but I couldn't make the dough.
Because I've got fucking leather hands.
Stevenage. Welcome to Stevenage.
Wow.
Hey guys.
Stevenage.
Hey guys.
Last.
Turn the lights on.
What the fuck?
How did we get here? We were just on the phone.
Just reverse, Ollie.
I don't think I've
Reverse,
seen
go on.
this.
What do we do?
Just don't sit here. I don't want to sit. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So they turn their headlights off and they turn them back on and they just magically pop
James,
up
point the camera
in a
at me.
different location.
Just, Jay, just give me the. What are you doing? Turn it back on. It's not me. I can't. Turn the bloody lights on. What? What are you doing? No, please! No! Please! 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 No! 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 Dog. Hand lid. Fart. Beans. Cool.
How is the footage like flickering to different scenes? You know, like jumping to different scenes like that. Alright, y'all, that's my first reaction. Let me know if y'all enjoyed. Let me know what y'all think. And I will see y'all in my next reaction video. Bye.